Right, hello everyone. Today I'm making a video about doing a service on a Holden Colorado. I've had to discover a few things as I've started working on it, so I thought it's actually a worthy thing to make a bit of a video of. A few people might need to use the resource as well, and when I had a bit of a look up, there wasn't much out there, so I just thought I'd make a quick video and show what's involved in just a simple service on the Colorado. So let me zoom out here. She's been parked in here for a few days. Not sure if you can see all of these feathers lying around. I don't know what's gone on there, whether there's been a cat in here that's eaten a bird on the back. Something's gone on, but now if we come to the business end of things here. So when you come to do an oil change on one of these, I spent quite a while looking down the sides. I jacked it up and got underneath, and I was going, oh my god, where the hell is this oil filter? And I didn't even look in the kit. I bought a kit. It's sitting over there, and this is a right jungle at the moment. I'm trying to tidy this up. I've recently acquired this shed, and yeah, I'm still in a process of sorting everything out, but I looked at the filter on the box, and it looks like a normal screw-on filter, and couldn't find where to put it. Since then I've done a little bit of research, and we actually have to remove this air box, or at least this part here. I'm going to first take this part here off, and if you can see down in behind that black nut there, which I'll sort of right in there, it's that that's where our oil filter is hiding. It's down in there, located in a housing in the engine, and we just replaced the inner under that cap there. So I've come across this before in a truck and stuff like that, but never in a ute or sort of this size vehicle. And then the oil fuel filters that you often see up around here, up on top somewhere, there's two fuel filters, and they are tucked right down underneath. I'll show you that later on. They're sort of down by, almost by the transmission. So I'll add that in. And then obviously our air filter, this is pretty simple. We can't miss that one. That's right here. Everything else in this engine is looking pretty tidy and pretty good nick. It's a 2017. It's only done just over 100,000 Ks. The drive belt that shouldn't need replacing till about 150 in one of these. So still plenty of life in that, and I've had a look and it still looks pretty good. All the pulleys look good. Basically otherwise we're all good. So I'm going to get going, start pulling this here to bits, and I'll show you how this all goes together. Okay, so I'm just getting ready to drop the oil, and I just thought I'd show you. It's jacked up nice and securely there, so it's not going to fall down. On this one, you'll see I've got my bucket under here. I was just about to do it now. I thought I'd better grab it on video just to show people. And then normally there's the underplate here. I took that off when I was looking for the filter. I've swung that around, so that's why the panel is sitting over there. That's the sort of Under Armour bash plate that goes through under the bottom. And then here is the sump plug, drain plug. So that's what we're going to pull out, drain the oil. Then I'll show you the top filter, which is ready to be changed now. And then if you can see further back under here, let me try and put this camera up. let me have a look. Those are the fuel filters are in those two little compartments there. There we go. It's a pretty good shot. So we've got to unscrew those, and that's the fuel filters. So yeah, I found this really quite a different beast to work on, and that's why I thought I'd make a video of it to show people, make it easy for people to find when they're working on their own ute. You'll see this one. This is a ute that I've recently acquired. Bit of rusting around the place under here, so at another date I'm going to go through and clean a lot of that rust out. It's obviously, I think it's been driven on the beach a bit, or had a bit of salt water or something like that. So alright, I'm going to get on with this. Okay, so I just thought I'd show you this next stage. I've just loosened these. This has got 3 bolts around holding this air filter in. I've taken this plug off just in case that cable's going to get pulled, but I don't think that'll be a big issue. And I've loosened up these hose clips on there to allow those to come off. So now we're just going to remove this section. Might try and do this. Unfortunately, I don't have a cameraman, so this is just sort of me doing that one-handed. Right, so the oil filter was taken out. Here is the new one about to go in. Going to attempt this one-handed again. So basically, this oil filter locks down into there. Just get a little bit of oil out of there. I'm just going to rub that around this O-ring. It just allows them to slide on the way in. Sorry, I'm not filming it. Rub that around there, just to give that a little bit of lubrication as it fits back together. Both of those O-rings, there's 2 there. Let's see. Run that around there and that around there. Doesn't need a lot. Now this goes down in here, and that should fit together. Sort of twist locks in there, and then this will go in. Then I'll pick this up, and this screws that way down into there again, and we're good to go. So yeah, it doesn't look like I can do that one-handed. I'm just gonna stop and okay, there it is. That's screwed back in, new filter's back in, air filter back in. Just gonna put this pipe back on, plug it all up, and we're good to go. We'll drop the oil in. This is ready to be loaded up with oil, and I'll show you the fuel filters in a moment. Okay, so now we've got the oil filter fuel sorted out. Gonna have a go at these fuel filters. So just to drop them out, this is the bleed screw. So we just open that up. Might drain a little bit out of there. Okay, it stays in there. So that'll just drain the filters. Okay, so I've just taken those fuel filters out. I just want to show you this to see how much. This is a 10-litre bucket. There's probably about maybe 2 to 3 litres of diesel that's come out with that. This is the old oil container, that's why it's also black and shitty. Looks filthy, but I've just drained the oil and then I've chucked it under to catch this diesel. Yeah, but that's a lot for me compared to most vehicles. Like So it's just something to be aware of when you tackle one of these. Okay, I just want to show you that the fuel filters are back in, all shiny and new. So there we go there, that's good to go. Another point to remember, this is my John's Way ratchet with a chicane 27. So this is an impact socket, you don't need that. But 27 is good to remember, that's what is taking those fuel filters off, and that's the same which takes the oil filter off. So these other ones there, I think they're a 10mm bolt and just a little screwdriver to remove those. So not a lot of gear that you need. I've just been topping up the oil. I'm using, this is what they've supplied me, the Newlon Apex 5W40 long life. So this is yeah, fully synthetic oil. It's what was recommended. I've put in, I just need to add a little bit more. This is a 7 litre container. I've put in, it's just over 2 litres left, and I'm about 3/4 up the dipstick at the moment. So it's going to be about 5 litres of oil. I'm just going to add a little bit more, and we should hopefully be good at that to go. We're just in the glove compartment here. I've taken the glove box out. Just clips out from these sides. You just, where that lug locks in on either side. Where are we here on the side? Just goes in behind my finger. Sorry there. There's a couple of little scuff marks from where I took it out, which I didn't have I should have used a plastic device to pull it out. And I've pulled out the old filter and just put in this one. Which just slots in there, like you can see it in there. It's just a little bit fiddly to grab back out at the moment. Once again, I can't do it one-handed, but that's it. It just slots straight in there. Pull the old one out, new one in. I had to give a little clean out on this because it's needed a little bit extra work. And then we're just going to slot this here back on, which is a little cover for it. So this is replacing your cabin filter for the... I just want to show you now that we've finished the service. Now I've cranked it over already. I'm just going to do it again just so you can see. So when I cranked it over, it fired up straight away, and then it cut out because all that fuel that we've drained out left a big gap in the system, obviously. So I had to just go and I checked the bleed screw that it was full of fuel, and it was, and I came back and cranked it again and it fired up. Now the other thing that you need to do is on the control thing down here, you got the menu button and the up and down and the set on the end. So we need to go, I just did this, but I'm just going to show you. Sorry, push the menu button and it goes onto the car. Remaining oil life, that's what we are, 100%. So that's, when you do your oil change, that's probably going to have gone to 0 and the lights come up on the dash. So you come onto here, you hold the set button. I suppose I could do it again just to set. Are you sure you want to reset this? Yes, we are. Boom, 100% oil life. And then you can just scroll that back off there. So, and you're good to go.